Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am VC Pramod and with me is Renuka RS with the evening news. The headlines. Home Minister Amit Shah says government is committed to facing challenge of COVID-19 and resolute in overcoming the pandemic. Health Minister Harshvardhan lauds selfless and dedicated services of medical staff and ITBP personnel at Sardar Patel COVID Care Centre in New Delhi. COVID-19 recovery rate nears 63%. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews implementation of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Borrowing limits of states increase from 3% to 5% for 2020-21. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists killed in an encounter in Sopore area of Baramulla district. And Assam Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal reviews the flood situation in the state. Home Minister Amit Shah has said the government is committed to facing the COVID-19 challenge and is resolute in overcoming this pandemic. The Home Minister said this while launching the Central Armed Police Forces CAPF's nationwide tree plantation drive at Gurugram in Haryana today. He said India is leading a successful fight in managing the COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Mr. Shah said the battle against COVID-19 is being carried out under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the people's participation.
कोरोना के खिलाफ समग्र विश्व में सफल से सफल जंग अगर कहीं लड़ी गई है तो अपने भारत के अंदर लड़ी गई है। 130 करोड़ की आबादी, सभी राज्य सरकारें और एक एक व्यक्ति लड़ा। एक जन, एक मन, एक राष्ट्र की सूत्र को चरितार्थ करते हुए इस जंग में आज हम अच्छे मकाम पर खड़े डटकर लड़ रहे हैं। कहीं डर का माहौल नहीं है।
Mr. Shah said at a time when the health services of even the most developed countries were collapsing under its impact, the whole world was concerned how would India, which is such a big, densely populated country with a federal structure, fight the pandemic. He said, but today the most successful fight against this pandemic has been fought in India. Mr. Shah said the country is on a strong pedestal in the fight against COVID-19 under the leadership of Prime Minister with the motto, One People, One Thought, One Nation. The Home Minister said in this fight, Central Armed Police Forces are playing a very important role, whether it be markets, railway stations, where the state governments have sought support in managing crowded places or the local police sought the support in enforcing the lockdown. He saluted the Corona warriors of the CAPF who not only provide security and fight terrorism but also set an example before the nation and the world by being alert during deployment on COVID-19 duty without bothering about their own life and safety.
आपने एक नया उदाहरण देश और दुनिया के सामने रखा है कि आप सिर्फ सुरक्षा की चिंता नहीं करते, आतंकवाद के खिलाफ सिर्फ लड़ना नहीं जानते, आप लोगों से कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर कोरोना के खिलाफ भी लड़ाई इतनी मुस्तैदी के साथ लड़ रहे हैं.
Mr. Shah said the CAPFs have lost more than 31 personnel to the pandemic and paid his respects to them on the occasion. The Home Minister said the nationwide CAPF tree plantation drive has set a target of 1.37 crore saplings. He said people should harness natural resources and not exploit them. Mr. Shah said Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in the Paris World Environment Summit where he cautioned the world against overexploitation of nature and the world accepted the Modi formula in the Paris Declaration on tackling climate change. He said the CAPFs must ensure that the tree plantation drive should not be seen as the conclusion.
Health Minister Harshvardhan today visited the Sardar Patel COVID Care Centre at Chhatarpur in New Delhi and reviewed the status of COVID-19 management at the centre. The 10,200-bed COVID Care Centre has been developed at Radha Swami Satsang Bias, RSSB, as part of coordinated efforts of the centre and the Delhi government to bolster the containment measures. Dr. Harshvardhan expressed satisfaction at the level of preparedness of the COVID centre. He said the government has ramped up the public healthcare infrastructure across the country to combat COVID-19. He commended the coordinated efforts of the Delhi district authorities and ITBP personnel, which resulted in building this facility in a record 10 days. Dr. Harshvardhan visited the nursing stations of RSSB and lauded the selfless work and dedicated services being provided by the doctors, nursing staff and all others. After donning the PPE, the health minister interacted with nearly 12 patients and inquired about their health and well-being in addition to the facilities and healthcare that they receive at the center. The patients expressed satisfaction at the care they are receiving. He also visited the kitchen area of RSSB, followed by an inspection of stores. The healthcare facility follows naturopathy and protocols of Ayurveda for boosting immunity of the inpatients at the center. They are given Ayurvedic kadha in the morning, followed by meals as advised by dietitians, and the day ends with milk with turmeric. Dr. Harshvardhan also interacted with the 30 COVID volunteers who have themselves recovered from the infection and are now offering their services at the center. Calling them COVID warriors, he thanked them for their contribution and dedication.
The government today said that the recovered cases of COVID-19 has exceeded the active cases by over 2,42,000. Union Health Ministry said focused and coordinated steps taken by the centre along with the states and union territories has led to a consistent increase in the recovered cases. Over 19,000 people have recovered from COVID-19 across the country in the last 24 hours, and the recovery rate has reached 62.93%. More than 5,34,000 COVID-19 patients have recovered in the country so far. The ministry said more than 2,80,000 samples have been tested during the last 24 hours. The cumulative number of samples tested is over 1,15,87,000. The testing per million for India is presently over 8,396. A total of 1,573 new confirmed cases of coronavirus were reported in Delhi during the last 24 hours. With this, the total number of affected people has reached 1,12,494. Delhi government has confirmed that over 89,000 people affected with coronavirus have been cured so far. In the last 24 hours, 2,276 people recovered and 37 deaths were reported in the national capital, taking the toll to 3,371.
The Uttar Pradesh government has decided to close all markets on every Saturday and Sunday in wake of rising number of COVID-19 cases. During these 2 days, the places would go under sanitization and cleaning work. Meanwhile, the ongoing 3 days restrictions in the state will conclude tomorrow morning. These restrictions were imposed from Friday evening to contain the spread of COVID-19. More from our Lucknow correspondent.
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, while reviewing a high-level meeting on unlock in wake of COVID-19 at Lucknow today, said that in view of Corona transition, now all the markets will remain closed on Saturday and Sunday and open 5 days from Monday to Friday. Briefing media, Additional Chief Secretary Home Avnish Awasthi said a special program of cleanliness and sanitation of all markets will run during weekly closure. He said industrial and economic activities will continue to work with social distancing. Banks will remain open on Saturday. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has instructed to carry out an intensive publicity on precautions and safety measures regarding COVID-19, and people should be made aware that they should make masks a part of their lifestyle. Meanwhile, after getting 1,388 new cases, the total number of corona cases in the state has reached 36,481. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
Former Indian cricketer and Uttar Pradesh Cabinet Minister Chetan Chauhan has tested positive for COVID-19. 72-year-old Chauhan underwent the test on Friday and report came yesterday. He is admitted to the Sanjay Gandhi PGI Hospital in Lucknow. At least 192 Odisha Fire Services personnel and 83 National Disaster Response Force personnel who had tested positive for COVID-19 following their return from post-cyclone Amphan restoration work in West Bengal have now recovered. Most of them have already resumed duty and are ready to fight back the coronavirus all over again. We have a report.
After tested positive for COVID-19, some of NDRA personnel feared that friends and colleagues might maintain distance from them. But when they join their duties, they find the workplace as same as it was before. They find their workplace very comfortable. Even after being tested positive for COVID-19, nothing could dampen their spirit. Speaking to AIR, Assistant Commandant of NDRF Mundali Cuttack Gaurasankar Patel said,
हमारा जो पॉजिटिव रिपोर्ट आया इसके बाद हम कोविड-19 अस्पताल के वहाँ स्थानांतरित किया गया। इसके बाद हमको वहाँ ट्रीटमेंट किया गया। उस ट्रीटमेंट के दौरान हमारा मनोबल बहुत ऊंचा रहा। हमारा सारा जवान ने बहुत अच्छे से कोरोना को मुकाबला किया।
The government had on May 24 sent a team of firemen, NDRF and ODRAF to West Bengal to carry out post-cyclone restoration work. All of them returned on 5 June. After that, they were kept in institutional quarantine. Itishri Singh Rathod, AIR News, Cuttack.
In Maharashtra, after 16 employees of Raj Bhavan in Mumbai tested corona positive, Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari clarified that he has showed no signs or symptoms of COVID-19 and is not in self-isolation as he is hale and hearty. The governor said he has undergone all the relevant tests which have come out to be negative. Mr. Koshyari said he is discharging his duties in a usual way but strictly adhering to the prescribed guidelines of social distancing, sanitization and wearing a mask. More from our correspondent.
The Mumbai civic body said around 100 staff members of Raj Bhavan were tested on Saturday at state-run JJ Hospital. 14 samples have tested positive for COVID-19, taking the total tally of positive cases to 16. The other 2 had already tested positive last week. The official said the staff members who tested positive are stable and asymptomatic. The civic body has carried out sanitization process and filled the staff quarters and governor's office for 8 days and has put the staff members in quarantine. On the other hand, all the 4 bungalows of megastar Amitabh Bachchan have been sealed by the civic authorities after the actor, along with his son Abhishek and other members of the family, tested positive for COVID-19. Amitabh's wife Jaya Bachchan has tested negative for the virus. The Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai is doing contact tracing of all staff members and till now have identified 30 members as high-risk contacts. After taking samples for tests, they have been asked to quarantine on actors 2 of the 4 bungalows. Devapriya Bhattacharjee, AIR News, Mumbai.
Karnataka Health Minister B. Sriramulu has asked people not to panic as the surge in the COVID-19 pandemic after unlock is on unexpected lines. Posting series of tweets, the minister said that the next 2 months will emerge as a big challenge in tackling the pandemic. The total number of COVID-19 cases in the state has risen to over 36,000, including 613 deaths, while 14,716 people have been discharged. Since the surge is acute in Bengaluru, the state government has announced complete lockdown from Tuesday evening for a week till July 22nd. Meanwhile, former Chief Minister and JDS leader H.D. Kumaraswamy has supported the government on complete lockdown announced for Bengaluru urban and rural districts.
Amid rise in COVID-19 cases, Kerala has declared triple lockdown in severe containment zones in coastal regions of the state. We have a report.
Kerala confirmed 435 new COVID cases today, which is the 3rd consecutive day that the state is reporting over 400 cases. Increasing the seriousness of the situation, among the new cases, 206 cases contracted the disease through contact, mostly in coastal areas. Triple lockdown had been declared in Manikyavilagam, Poondura and Puttanpalli in Thiruvananthapuram district, Chavara and Panmana in Kollam district, Pattanakadu, Kadakkarapalli, Cherthala South, Mararikulam North, Kodamthuruthu, Kuttiyathodu, Thuravur and Arattupuzha in Alappuzha district, Chellanam in Ernakulam district, Veliyamkodu, Perimbadaba, Ponnani and Thanur municipality in Malappuram district. The triple lockdown will come into effect from tomorrow evening 6 p.m. and will continue till July 23rd evening 6 p.m. Only essential services will be allowed in the region. A full-fledged rapid response team will be active in the regions. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
In Tamil Nadu, the complete lockdown at Madurai has been extended for 2 more days till Tuesday night. The state administration has said in a statement that the decision has been taken to screen more people at the ongoing fever camps so that the intensity of the COVID-19 spread could be reduced. Meanwhile, the State Health Department has said an order for the purchase of 43,000 finger pulse oximeters has been placed. The number of COVID-19 cases in the state has crossed 138,000 with 4,244 people confirmed positive today. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Though there is apparently no let-up in the everyday figure of COVID-19 cases across Tamil Nadu, Chennai is witnessing a remarkable improvement in the overall situation. The number for the past few days in the state capital is hovering around 1,200, which was earlier fluctuating around the figure of 2,000. Dr. Kolandaswamy, a medical expert and former director of the State Department of Public Health, says there are signs of Chennai developing herd immunity, though he warns that it should not lead to complacency among the people. He insists people continue to wear masks and follow social distancing.
In Chennai, the herd immunity has started improving. So the infection will start declining and it will come to a complete control by the time the herd immunity reaches 60 percent of the population.
Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
In Sri Lanka, a total of 94 persons were tested positive for coronavirus today, bringing the total number of infection cases to 2,605. Health authorities are carrying out contact tracing and quarantine process to find out all positive cases related to the new cluster. The country is scheduled to hold parliamentary elections on 5th of next month, as number of cases had come under control for the past 2 months and no case of community transmission was seen. However, the new cases have posed a fresh challenge to the government, though Election Commission has denied postponement of elections. The ruling political party has cancelled public meeting for the next 3 days to help prevent the spread of virus.
In our series, Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. Ambuj Roy from the Department of Cardiology of AIIMS advises elderly people and those suffering from other diseases like hypertension and cancer to take extra precautions to avoid the infection.
In the larger population, it has given them time to understand the seriousness of the disease, the precautions they need to take, how to live with this. They have practiced social distancing. The people who already have heart disease, people who have had brain strokes, people who have lung disease, people who have some kind of cancer, they're much more prone to a more severe form of the disease if they get the disease.
Dr. Naresh Gupta of the Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Hospital in Delhi tells people to maintain hygiene and social distancing.
खांसने के समय ऐसा खांसना छींकना चाहिए कि दूसरे के ऊपर नहीं जाए। टिश्यू पेपर रखे, रुमाल रखे, कोहनी रखे, बचाव करे। एक इसमें और चीज आती है, वो आती है डिस्टेंसिंग का। जब वो खांसता छींकता है तो 1 से 2 मीटर तक वो जा सकती है। अगर आप पहले ही 1-2 मीटर का फासला बना के रखेंगे तो उसका आपके तक पहुंचने का अंदेशा बहुत कम हो जाता है। जो कॉन्टेक्ट ट्रांसमिशन की बात आई फॉर्माइड से, उसके लिए हम कहते हैं कि आप हाथ साफ करें। हाथ अगर आप धोते रहेंगे तो उसमें जो वायरस है वो साबुन पानी के द्वारा निकलता रहेगा और उसके साथ साथ अगर जरूरत समझे या पानी नहीं हो तो आप सैनिटाइजर का इस्तेमाल भी कर सकते हैं।
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program tonight will bring you a special discussion on COVID-19. Professor of Medicine, Lady Harding Medical College, Dr. Anupam Prakash will participate in the discussion. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Home Minister Amit Shah says government is committed to facing challenge of COVID-19 and resolute in overcoming the pandemic. Health Minister Harshvardhan lauded selfless and dedicated services of medical staff and ITBP personnel at Sardar Patel COVID Care Centre in New Delhi. COVID-19 recovery rate near 63%. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews implementation of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Borrowing limit of states increased from 3% to 5% for 2020-21. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists killed in an encounter in Sopore area of Baramulla district, and Assam Chief Minister Sarbananand Sonowal reviews flood situation in the state. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our handle at AIR News Alerts.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviewed the implementation of the Atmanirbhar Bharat package pertaining to Ministries of Finance and Corporate Affairs. The government has decided that global tenders will be disallowed in government procurement tenders up to 200 crore rupees. In the review, it was decided that no global tender inquiry GTE shall be invited for tenders up to 200 crore rupees unless prior approval is obtained from Cabinet Secretariat. Giving relief to contractors, it was announced that all central agencies like Railways, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and Central Public Works Department will give extension of up to 6 months for completion of contractual obligations, including in respect of EPC and concession agreements. The Finance Minister announced that the Centre has decided to accede to the request and increase borrowing limits of states from 3% to 5% for 2020-21 only in view of the unprecedented situation. This will give states extra resources of 4,28,000 crore rupees. Government today extended relief to gems and jewellery sector by relaxing the requirement of re-import of cut and polished diamonds which have been sent abroad for certification and grading by 3 months. The decision was taken in view of the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs CBIC said the extended time period would be available to exporters to bring back cut and polished diamonds after due certification and grading by specified laboratories abroad. This extension will apply to all cut and polished diamonds that should have been re-imported between 1st of February to 31st July this year, but which could not be brought back due to disruption on account of COVID-19 pandemic situation.
The Special Operations Group, SOG of Rajasthan Police, has issued notices to Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot, along with some ministers and MLAs for making their statements in connection with luring of MLAs by offering money. The SOG had registered a case 2 days ago based on a phone recording done before the Rajya Sabha elections. 2 people have also been arrested in this case. Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot has accused the Bharatiya Janata Party of destabilizing the government. He also expressed confidence that his government is stable and will complete the full 5-year term. On the other hand, State BJP President Satish Poonia said that there is a constant rift between the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. He said the state government is divided into 2 groups and the Chief Minister is blaming the BJP to save his chair. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Gehlot has called a meeting of the Congress Legislative Party at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow amid the rapidly changing political scenario in the state. Earlier in the day, many MLAs and ministers visited the Chief Minister's residence to meet Mr. Gehlot. Congress MLA from Kishnapol seat in Jaipur, Amin Kakji, admitted that more than 15 MLAs of the party are in Delhi. He also expressed confidence that all the MLAs will return to Jaipur by tonight or tomorrow morning. A report.
Even before the Rajya Sabha elections, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot accused the BJP of destabilizing his government and horse trading of MLAs. But Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot had said that all the MLAs are with the party. Now once again, the Chief Minister has made similar allegations against the BJP. While Deputy Chief Minister and Party State President Sachin Pilot didn't comment on these allegations, State BJP President Satish Poonia has said that the Chief Minister is trying to stop the party's discord by showing fear of ACB and SOG. Amid the accusation, discussion throughout the day in the state remain on about whether there is indeed a conspiracy in all these incidents or it is the result of internal resistance within the Congress. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
The Congress has sent its senior leaders, Ajay Maken and Randeep Surjewala, as central observers to Jaipur amid political crisis in Rajasthan. Sources said the 2 leaders will meet and hold discussions with party MLAs. Amid reports of infighting in the Congress-led Rajasthan government, senior leader Kapil Sibal has said he is worried for his party. In a tweet, the Congress leader questioned whether the party will wake up only after the horses have bolted from the stables. The Uttar Pradesh government has formed a single-member commission to probe into gangster Vikas Dubey case. According to the notification issued by the state government, the commission will be headed by retired Justice Shashikant Agarwal with its headquarters in Kanpur. The commission will complete its inquiry within the 2-month period from the date of notification. Vikas Dubey was killed in an encounter on Friday after he tried to flee the police custody while being shifted to Kanpur from Ujjain when the vehicle carrying him met with an accident close to Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh. Vikas was the main accused in the killing of 8 policemen in Kanpur. Our correspondent reports that earlier the Uttar Pradesh government had formed a special investigation team, SIT, to probe cases related to dreaded criminal Vikas Dubey and his associates. This SIT will submit its report before 31st of this month. The SIT, headed by Additional Chief Secretary Sanjay Bhutreddy, will have 2 senior police officers, ADG Hariram Sharma and DIG J. Ravindra Gaur as members.
In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists were killed by security forces today in an encounter in Sopore area of Baramulla district. According to the police, a joint team of Sopore Police, Army's 22 Rashtriya Rifles and CRPF laid a cordon and search operation in Reban village of Sopore on a specific intelligence input. As the joint team encircled the suspected spot, the hiding terrorists fired upon them, which was retaliated by the joint security team, triggering off an encounter in which 3 terrorists were killed. The identity of the slain terrorists is being ascertained. Search operation in the area was going on when reports last came in. In yet another ceasefire violation, Pakistan Army initiated unprovoked and indiscriminate firing along the line of control in Nowshera sector of Rajouri district in Jammu and Kashmir today. PRO Defence Colonel Davinder Anand has said that Pakistan Army initiated unprovoked and indiscriminate firing and heavy mortar shelling along the LOC in Nowshera sector at about 19:30 hours. The alert Indian Army troops guarding the fence are retaliating befittingly. The exchange of fire continued till reports last came in. The PRO Defence said there are no reports of damage to any property and loss of any life from our side so far. Details are awaited. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal reviewed the flood situation in the state today. During the review meeting in presence of the Water Resources Minister in Guwahati this evening, the Chief Minister instructed his ministerial colleagues, MPs and MLAs to visit flood-affected areas of the state and take stock of the rescue and relief works. Mr. Sonowal also ordered to repair the breached portion of the river embankments in a war-footing manner. He also asked Deputy Commissioners to deploy SDRF and NDRF in rescue and relief efforts. Around 9 lakh people are reeling under the fury of flood in 21 districts. Flood water has also inundated several national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Around 10,000 people have been shifted to temporary relief camps by the district administrations.
The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has said that the enhanced rainfall activity over northeast India, Bihar, West Bengal and East Uttar Pradesh is expected to continue till tomorrow due to active southwest monsoon. Talking exclusively to AIR News, Director General, IMD, Mrityunjay Mohapatra said regions witnessing less rainfall will now experience heavy rainfall from 13th onwards.
The central India, especially Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, which has received less rainfall during past 3 to 4 days because of the shifting of the monsoon trough to the foothills of the Himalayas, will gradually get increase in rainfall activity. It is mainly because the monsoon trough is expected to shift towards south, towards its normal position from 13th onward.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. The national capital Delhi will witness a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and maximum around 36 degrees Celsius with generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Mumbai will witness generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The minimum temperature will be 26 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 33 degrees Celsius. In the south, Chennai will see a generally cloudy sky with light rain. The temperature will hover between 26 and 37 degrees Celsius. Kolkata will witness partly cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thundershower. The minimum temperature in the metropolis will be 27 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 35 degrees Celsius. On to the north in Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature will be 23 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while the maximum will be around 36 degrees Celsius. The city will observe mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature will be 16 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 31 degrees. The city will observe partly clear skies with a few spells of rain or thundershowers or dust storms. In Gilgit, the temperature will hover between 18 and 32 degrees Celsius and thunderstorm with rain. In Muzaffarabad, there will be mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. It will witness minimum temperatures of 19 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 36 degrees Celsius.
Government has said for the first time Indian Railways has loaded special parcel trains beyond the country borders to Benapole in Bangladesh with dry chilies from Andhra Pradesh. Guntur and surrounding areas in Andhra Pradesh are well known for chilies cultivation. The quality of this farm produce is internationally renowned for its uniqueness in taste and brand. The Railway Ministry said that earlier the farmers and merchants in and around Guntur area were transporting dry chilies to Bangladesh in small quantities by road, and that was costing around 7,000 rupees per ton. During the lockdown period, they could not move this essential commodity by road. The ministry said the cost per ton for carrying the special partial express is only 4,608 rupees, which is very cheap and economical as compared to road transport. This has helped the farmers and merchants of Guntur to market their farm produce beyond the country border by transporting the dry chilies in small quantities through special parcel express. And now, before we end the headlines once again, Home Minister Amit Shah says government is committed to facing challenge of COVID-19 and resolute in overcoming the pandemic. Health Minister Harshvardhan lauds selfless and dedicated services of medical staff and ITBP personnel at Sardar Patel COVID Care Centre in New Delhi. COVID-19 recovery rate nears 63%. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews implementation of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Borrowing limits of states increased from 3% to 5% for 2020-21. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists killed in an encounter in Sopore area of Baramulla district. And Assam Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal reviews flood situation in the state. And that's all in the evening news. Good night.